How are you today?
Good.
What can I get there?
I'll do 2 bacon crunch wraps and a large Baja Blast, please. Thank you.
Here.
Thank you. Alright, good morning, my wonderful people. Welcome to today's video. Definitely a different video compared to normal. Today I'm actually going to be bowling a tournament. I am bowling the Illinois State Scholarship Tour at Mardi Gras Lanes in DeKalb, Illinois, which Mardi Gras Lanes is the home of renowned bowler, fantastic bowler, PBA Junior National Champion and Junior Gold Champion Landon Jordan. And he is in today's field. Yeah. So I just stopped and got some Taco Bell for breakfast, as you probably saw. And we're on our way there. It's about a 45-minute, 50-minute drive for me, so got a little bit of a ways to go. So I thought I'd just stop in and say hi and kind of start getting this video rolling. So yeah, today we are bowling the Illinois State Scholarship Tour, Mardi Gras Lanes in DeKalb. I want to say my confidence going into this is going to be pretty high, but I can't, unfortunately. I have not been able to bowl league worth a dang recently. It's been really bad. One league I'm not even averaging 200. Don't know what I'm doing, but I just can't get it figured out. So, as much as I want to say my confidence going in is going to be decently high, it's not. It's pretty mediocre for that main reason. I can't bowl league. However, I did get to practice on some sport shot this past Tuesday prior to today, and it was a little bit of a breath of fresh air because it finally was giving me a chance to see shots that I throw good were doing things that made sense, and then shots that I didn't throw good also did something that made sense. Like, it's just been bad. Like, my league nights have been good shots aren't doing things that make sense, and my bad shots aren't doing things that make sense. So, practicing on some sport on Tuesday with a little bit of fresh air. So, I guess that does kind of boost my confidence a little bit going in. And I did bowl a sweeper yesterday and shot 670, but unfortunately, scores were ridiculously high. And it took a 680 to make the cut, and I should have been in. It's just I threw a shot really bad in the first shot in the 10th frame of game 3, where I ended up splitting to ruin a clean game, first of all, and second of all, I ended up losing a ton of count on it, which overall led me to miss the cut. So that was pretty unfortunate. So it did boost my confidence a little bit, but I'm still not feeling all that confident going in. But we'll see, hopefully that changes. As you saw me load up, I am bringing 5 bags into this. I don't really remember what's in all of them. I just remember what's in the first 2 that are coming in, the 2 gold ones. I've got a Jackal Ambush, a Venom Shock, a Pride Empire, a Ripcord Launch, a Supra, original Supra, and a Carbide Tank. I already went through last night, hit all my stuff with surface. I believe I have 3 balls at 1,000, which is the Jackal Ambush and the Carbide Tank. I also have another Carbide Tank I know for sure within the 3 other bags for extras. It's just drilled with a funky layout, but I think it might work on the sport. And so that's sitting at 1,000 as well. And basically anything else that I brought with surface is sitting at 2,000. So that's kind of what I got going in. This field, from at least what I've been looking at from the most recent roster update, which was from almost a week ago, but also only sitting with 9 open spots in my division. I'm not seeing a whole ton of big names going in, but there are definitely a few. You've got the Caruso brothers, Brandon and Ethan, which Brandon is a really good bowler. He bowls for Wichita State this year. And then you've got Ethan, who is a Junior Team USA developmental team member. So he's a really good bowler. You've got both the Jordan brothers. You've got both Griffin and Landon. both phenomenal bowlers. Like I said, Landon is a PBA Junior National Champion and a Junior Gold Champion. Griffin, he hasn't done a whole ton compared to Landon, but he is still a really good bowler. And then you've also got the Labonte brothers, where Danny is a really good bowler. I think he is sitting out a year of college, if I'm not mistaken. So he's not anything anywhere within the college aspect at this point, but he is still a really good bowler. And then Matt, I know he at least went to McKendree last year. I'm not sure if he still does go there, but he's also a really good bowler. So today's field is, I don't want to say is a lot of big names, but there is still a good chunk. So I feel like in some sort of way I will have a chance, but I can't really say all that much until I really start getting go in there. So I'm going to try my best to keep a positive mindset going into today, just making sure I'm staying slow, making quality shots, hitting targets, and for if I leave anything, just make your spares and go from there. So yeah, I don't really know what the pattern is. This is unfortunately a tour where we don't get to know what the pattern is until the moment we walk in the door, because then they'll have patterns laying out, pattern sheets. So I don't really know what the pattern is until I walk in and take a look. So I kind of went blind, well, not kind of, really went blind on what balls I brought. So I did bring a good variety of pearls, solids, ASIMs, Sims. I do know I only have one asymmetrical pearl, which is my Pride Empire, but I feel like my symmetrical pearls are going to be decently enough on the stronger side to be able to combat what I'm missing in an ASIM pearl. So we're on our way. Hopefully we will do pretty good. I'm going to try my best to make a video out of this. I don't really know how many clips of me I'm going to be having in there, but I do know I will try my best to get a decent amount of clips of other people in there, and I'll check in basically after every game, and we'll go from there. So let's get there, and I will talk to you guys once I get there. Also, I want to say thank you guys real quick for 200 subscribers. I know 200 doesn't sound all that much, but considering I've only been growing this channel for maybe 4 or 5 months now at this point, 200 is pretty big for me. So thank you guys for getting me up to 200. Keep hitting that subscribe button for me as you guys are watching the videos. If you guys like them, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 1,000. The quicker we get to 1,000, the quicker I can start trying to make money on these videos, which means I can afford more stuff to make better quality videos. So keep hitting that subscribe button. Let's keep watching the videos, because I do also need 4,000 watch hours, which I'm currently not on pace for. That's basically doing 400 hours per 100 subscribers, and I'm currently only sitting at 600 hours with 200 subscribers, so about 300 per 100. So let's just keep getting the views up, let's keep getting the watch hours up, let's keep getting the subscribers up so I can start making money on these videos, make better quality videos, and we will be looking really good. Let me know how you guys like this style of video, doing a tournament day vlog. I'm just kind of getting a little bit tired of just doing the formal ball reviews on my channel. I really want to kind of start getting into like vlogs and everything, kind of like how Darren and Packy do it with their tournaments and stuff like that. So let me know how you guys like these style of videos. I really want to do them some more. It's just honestly, unfortunately, in my work schedule, I don't really get a whole lot of chances to bowl all that many tournaments anymore. It's because I'm just usually working weekends a lot. So, but in case you guys didn't know, I am actually a tour director myself. I run a youth tour out here in Northern Illinois, and if possibly doing a day in the life of a tour director vlog is something you guys be interested in, let me know. We are currently off until February just because of high school season, because unfortunately the way high school bowling works around in Illinois is they have a dumb rule where high school kids cannot participate in anything outside of high school. They are allowed up to 3 events outside of high school, but once they exceed that 3 events in a year, they risk their eligibility for the rest of the year. And I want to say somehow, some way, if they really abuse it, they risk their eligibility for the rest of their high school career. So we are off until February for that reason, so we don't try to pack a schedule to get kids to bowl. But yeah, so if a day in the life of a tour director vlog is something that you would be interested in seeing, let me know. I will more than happily do one at one of our next events once we are back in February. But I'm also going to apologize for all the shakiness. I am using like this mount that goes into my CD player at the stop sign. I'm using this mount that goes into my CD player, and it's pretty good for when I'm using it for like going through my music and everything, but from recording it is really, really, really shaky. So I just dropped a water bottle in back, so I'm gonna apologize for the shakiness of that. But anyways, just wanted to say thank you guys again real quick for the 200 subscribers. Let's keep that number going up, and I'll see you guys when I get there.
What'd you hit that with?
Onion.
All right, got some pattern insight for you. Pattern is 41 feet, 31 mils, 2.5 to 1 ratio, and there is 7 2-to-2 loads, all forward. So pretty flat in fronts. So I guess the main thing is going to be getting it through the front, about 15 feet, and trying to find the shape. Practice starts here in a few minutes. Let's try this out. Alright, so we're reaching the end of practice. I have a really good look with a carbide tank and also the Jacko ambush. I tried to play straight up the gutter a little bit at the beginning of practice. I wasn't seeing no movement, so I moved in. I'm at about 13 at the arrows. I want to say about 8 down lane. We're looking pretty good. I'm feeling pretty comfortable where I'm at. So hopefully it will stay there and we get a ball rolling. Alright, so first game recap. I was kind of in an iffy spot in the lane. Wasn't a whole lot of free hook. Also wasn't a lot of hold. I ended up making a move which actually gave me a little bit of a free hook and a hold. Then I ended up punching 6 in a row to shoot 237. So don't want to say I felt like I was throwing the ball that great, but it was definitely pretty good enough to shoot 230, obviously. So we already started the second game. First try I threw atrocious, and it just somehow managed to snowplow for 10. So let's keep it going. Checking in while we're in game 2. Not looking too great. After game 1, I was in the lead. Plus 37 after 1 was in the lead. Game 2, not looking great. I started off with a double, but then kind of lost my look. I'm just not getting enough of the ball down lane. It started coming in a little bit flat. ball change to a Venom Shock to do a little bit more down lane. It's doing what I wanted, but still I just left a flat 10, so I'm actually going to move a 1-0 left, so one with my feet, none with my eyes, and hope to kind of still catch a little bit of oil to help save energy a little bit better and just have better reaction down lane. We'll check in after game 2. Okay, so game 2 recap. Shot 170. I feel like my look is still there. It's just I couldn't carry. So I got a different look to hopefully get a little more ball down lane and kind of get a better look, better carry. So on to game 3. Alright, so games 3 and 4 recap. Game 3, felt like I threw it pretty good. I shot 2-team, found my carry back, everything like that. Game 4, however, terrible game. I shot 166. My execution was awful, my spare shooting was awful. Overall, just a terrible game. So we're looking okay at the start of game 5. We're now -6. After game 3, cut was -1. And I do see that going down, so I feel like I might still be in the cut a little bit, barely. But I just need to not really focus on that all that much. Just make good shots, and whatever happens, happens. Alright, so game 5 and 6 recaps. Game 5, I was actually clean up until the 9th frame, where a shot that I thought I didn't throw terrible just kind of took a weird left turn, went through the face, and left the split. I then ended up closing the game out with a 202. Game 6, I started awful. I missed 2 single pins. I think it was a 4-pin and a 10-pin. And then I also split. Lanes were starting to get a little weird. They were hooking really early, but they're not doing a whole lot down lane. So it was kind of a interesting thing to get used to. But then I ended up ball changing to an iron forge and then jumped left and actually had a decent look, went 5 in a row, and then threw my last shot terribly, 6 counted to shoot 198. Like I said, after 4, I was tied for the number at -6, but then after 5, the cut actually jumped to +15. So with 198 and my 202, I actually finished still at -6, but I'm gonna need a bit of a miracle for me to make cut. So just hoping. If not, I will talk to you guys later on. just like that, that is going to conclude the day of the tournament. Unfortunately, I did not end up making the cut. The cut actually jumped to plus 24, and I was minus 6. Overall, I am not overly disappointed with myself. I am a little bit, just because I know there was definitely a lot of mistakes out there that cost me some pins, missed spares, just overall bad shots that easily could have been better. Not really following where the transition was going. I felt like that's where I kind of started falling off towards the end, or at least in the middle part, is I was kind of noticing that the ball was starting to hook a little early, and for some reason, instead of moving left and trying to be a little softer with it, I just felt like I could just throw it harder and stay where I was, because I was too busy on the mindset of trying to stay as far right as possible without having to get left and hook the lane, like you were seeing in some other clips of like Brandon Caruso, Landon Jordan, of them lofting the gutter just so they can still stay with the head oil and everything. Just overall, I think I kind of missed some moves. My spare shooting wasn't terrible all day. I'm actually pretty happy with my spare shooting, but there were some points in time where my spare shooting was atrocious. And like even at the beginning of game 6, I ended up missing 2 single pins to start the game, missed a 4-pin and a 10-pin. So overall, I think that's kind of where I'm disappointed at, is there's definitely some mistakes that cost me pins, which easily I can find the 30 pins that I missed cut by. Scores definitely went up because, like I said earlier, I was actually leading the tournament after game 1, and I only shot 237 just for the rest of the day. I think the next highest game of the day, the highest game of the day ended up being within the 270. I think it was a 279 or 278, but then I think it was 270s, and I want to say the lowest after game 1 was like a 260 something. I want to say was the highest game of the day. So, highest game of each game. So scores definitely went up after game 1. I think I just found the look on the fresh, and then once they kind of started to break down a little bit, that's where I started kind of getting lost a little bit. Too busy trying to find something that worked down lane. In the end, I ended up throwing like an iron forge. My first half of game 6 was awful, but then I ended up busting in 5 in a row with an iron forge, but then 6 counted by throwing the last shot terribly to shoot 198. And the more I think about it, I think I could have I'm actually feeling like I'm shooting myself in the foot a little bit by, I feel like a ball I probably should have been throwing is maybe like the record velocity that I did bring. I did end up bringing an extra bag in, which contained of my Revolt Uprising, my Iron Forge, and even my 2-inch pin top thrill, which I gave all of those balls a look at some point, and they all had decent looks. It's just, like I said, I was too busy in the mindset of trying to stay as far right as possible, trying to actually stay further right than everybody else, but also not being in the area of the pattern where it was flat. And it just ended up biting me in the end. I think I missed some moves where I could have easily jumped in, because when I went 5 in a row, that's when I moved a 3 and 2 left, and actually was kind of hitting it a little bit harder to see some more motion down lane. So overall, like I said, minus 6. I'm not very disappointed with myself. I definitely am happy with that performance, especially like I said at the beginning of the video, with just how I've been bowling at League recently. I just can't bowl League to save my life currently, but I'm happy with my performance today. So, as you guys can see with match play, you can kind of see how everything was going. I was mainly with Gianna Brandolino, who is a very, very talented youth bowler, who is also on Motive staff, and she throws it really good, so you kind of are going to see a lot of clips out of her. And yeah, she ended up winning the Girls Scratch division today. I'm not sure who ended up winning the Boys Scratch division for today, just because I left around the time Girls Scratch just got done and the Boys Scratch finals were just starting. So yeah, other than that, overall a pretty good day. I'm happy with it. So I just want to thank Patty, the wonderful lady who runs the Illinois State Scholarship Tour. She runs a fantastic event, so if you guys are within the Northern Illinois area, or even close, so like southern Wisconsin, northwestern Indiana, or even are willing to make a drive for a good tournament, she definitely does run a good event. I definitely take advantage of the times I get to bowl her events. And yeah, so thanks to her for running a great event. Thanks to Motive for the great equipment. Thanks to Coolwick for the fantastic jerseys and comfort. Definitely looking forward to it. I am going to try to bowl some regionals here and there once regional season starts up, but other than that, I'm going to be trying to bowl some more tournaments around. I'm just going to try to bowl some more tournaments just because I just want to bowl more, stuff like that. And like I said at the beginning of the video, I am a tour director myself for a youth tour. If you were interested in seeing a day in the life of a tour director type video, I would be more than willing to do one. I think it's actually going to be a good video if I do one. So if you are interested in seeing that, let me know, and I will definitely do one once I am back into running events in February. We will be running events from February till June, so I can definitely do a video at some point there. So other than that, thank you guys for watching today's video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.